Yeah, friends. So today we are going to discuss about group by clause in SQL, and group by clause is one of the important clause in SQL. We know that we have a lot of clauses in SQL, like from clause is there to filter the tables, and where clause is there to filter the rows, like that, to filter the to filter the different to make to form different groups of rows. We are having group by clause. let us try to let us try to understand the usage of group by clause now. Group by. So when to use group by clause? When to use group by clause? Use group by clause. Use group by clause to get summary of results for groups of rows. Groups of rows. So this is the situation where you will use group by clause. We know that I can get the summary of all the rows in a table using aggregate functions like sum and min, max, count, average. So using these group functions, I can get the summary of the results. But that summary is for the entire table. But if I want the summary for a group of rows out of the available rows in a table, then I have to use group by clause. There is no another option. say for example, I want to find out. Okay, query. Find out the average, sum, salary for all employees who are working as clerks. So I want to find out the average salary and sum salary for all those employees who are working as clerks only. So which means that I am not interested in the sum salary of other designations, only in clerks. For this, I cannot directly get the answer using my group function. So I must and should use group by clause. So what is the use of group by clause? Group by clause allows us to process the records for certain rows only. Okay, so I can apply my group functions if I want to apply group functions for certain rows, then I have to use group by clause. So group by clause allows us to divide the rows into groups. That's why it's called as a group by clause. So group by allows us to divide the rows into number of groups. So here, okay, for our understanding purpose, I am modifying this little bit here. So okay, not as a clerks, I will modify it as, okay, based on designation. So for all the employees, based on their job. Job means designation. That means based on the designation, I want average salary, sum salary. That means here I want the average salary for all the clerks, average salary for all the managers, average salary for all the salesmen, sum salary for all the salesmen, sum salary for all the managers, like that. So for that, I can do this only with the help of a group by clause only. Why? Group by clause allows us to divide the rows into groups. That means for forming groups, I need one attribute with which I can divide the rows into groups. That attribute in this particular example is my job. So that means based on the job, job field, I can divide the employees working as clerks, one group, working as manager, another group, working as salesman, another group, like that. Okay. Now, um, so how to do it? So the syntax is select. So here select job, comma, sum of salary, comma, average of salary from employee, from employee table, and then group by job. So I want to divide the employees number of employee into various groups on the basis of their designation, and then for every group I will calculate what is the sum salary, what is the average salary. So this is the query to get the answer. Now let us try to execute this. So let's open SQL. Scott Tiger. Okay, now let us set num weight 5, so to see the output in a clear way. So let's try to find out what are the rows available in my table. Select start from EMP 100. So these are 10 rows are there, out of which there are, I think, 4 clerks are there, 3 managers are there, and 1 president, 2 analysts are there. So I think there are 4 groups will be formed: 1 clerk group, 1 manager group, 1 analyst group, 1 president group. I think 4 groups will be formed. For all the groups, the query should display the sum salary, average salary, etc. So let's copy this and then paste it here. Let's try to execute this. So now I got the answer. Now I'm able to get the sum salary exclusively for clerks, average salary exclusively for clerks, for president, what is the sum salary, even for one employee also separate group is formed. And for president also I got the sum salary, average salary, same is the case with manager and analyst also. This is the use of group by clause. I can't do this by using any other technique. Only group by clause I have to use. If I want to process groups of various groups in a table, then I have to use group by clause only. Okay. And now there are certain rules one has to remember as far as group by clause is concerned. So group by clause, the rules are we have to understand what are the rules we have to adhere to while using a group by clause. The first and foremost rule is that the most important rule is rule 1 is that, okay, all attributes which do not have a group function or I will use it as which were not applied with. All the attributes which are not applied with a group function in the attribute list. Should be used in group by expression. So here you need to understand certain terms here. All attributes means the fields what you want to project in your output. And then in this example, let us see, for example, how many attributes we have projected here: job and salary only. Out of which job is an attribute we have projected, but this attribute is not applied with any group function. Salary is an attribute we have projected, but it is applied with the group function. Again, salary is applied with the group function, but job was not applied with group function. What is rule number 1 here? It says that all the jobs, all the attributes in the attribute list. Attribute list means all the attributes we have projected after the select keyword. Attribute list means what? Whatever you have written between select keyword and from keyword is called is your attribute list. In that attribute list, some of the attributes were applied with group function, some attributes were not applied with group function. So this rule talks about the attributes which are not applied with group function. What is such type of attribute in this example? Job only. So job should be used in my group by expression. What is group by expression? The attribute what you are using. The attribute what you are using after group by clause is called as your group by expression. So in your group by expression, this attribute for which we have not applied with the group function must and should be present. This is rule number 1 of group by clause. Okay. So this rule we have followed. That is the reason why you got the output correctly. Say, let us try to do this without using this rule and then observe what will happen. Now select, I'm leaving this instead of job, I'm writing department. So what do you mean by this? I want to divide the rows in the employee table based on department. That means department 10 one group will be formed, department 20 another group will be formed, 30 another group will be formed. For those groups, I was asking to calculate the sum salary and the average salary. Again from employee table only. Okay, now this time I am saying group by job. So now let's try to execute this one. So now what it's saying? Okay, I think it's not DEPT, it should be DEPT number. So select not job here, we should replace it by DEPT number. DEPT number. Okay, so next from EMP100 group by job. Let's try to execute this one. Now see what you are getting here, not a group by expression. Not a group by expression. That means what here in the attribute list there are 3 attributes: department number, salary and salary. Okay, now out of which salary and salary are applied with group function, so no problem. But here department number is not applied with any group function. So what is rule number 1 says here? It says that department number must and should be used in your group by expression. What you are using in group by expression? That means whatever you write after group by clause is called group by expression. What is their job? So there is a mismatch here. This mismatch is the reason why you are getting that mistake. So we have violated rule number 1 of group by clause. So what is the correction here? The correction is either replace department number by job or else replace job by DEPT number. Any one we can do. Say for example, I am replacing this one by, so this one I'm making it as number only, and then group by from EMP100, and this time I am changing the group by expression. The group by expression, this time I am modifying it as a DEPT number. Why? Because that is the attribute what I have projected without using group function in my attribute list. So this time we are executing it according to rule number 1. Let's find out whether it will be successful or not. Yes, we got the answer now. So now see the groups are formed based on department number, and then we got the sum salary and average salary for all the departments. So this is rule number 1 of group by clause. Like that, there are some more rules are there which we have to follow while using group by clause. So we will try to understand what are the other rules we have to follow in using group by clause in another video. Okay, thanks for watching this.